So this is my plant, a peach plant, on which I have done 3 to 4 graftings. I will show you each one step by step so you can see which varieties I grafted onto this plant. When you see these grafts, you will be surprised to see how I have done them. Right now, I'll show you the grafts, and later I will prune the plant. I will explain why pruning is so important for peach plants. Pruning has to be done according to a specific formula to keep the plant healthy, ensure good growth, and achieve proper fruiting every year. I have done very good grafting on this plant. Currently, I am showing you some of the grafts I have done, and you can see that budding has already started. This plant is about 5 to 6 years old, and I have done multiple graftings on it. I will show you each one, and after that, we will do the pruning at the end so that you can understand how peach plants are cared for. Multi-variety peach tree grafting is a technique in which different peach varieties are grafted onto a single rootstock. This allows one tree to produce multiple types of peaches, each with its own flavor, color, and size. It is an advanced but highly rewarding method for gardeners and fruit growers who want to maximize fruit variety without planting multiple trees. One of the main benefits of this method is that it saves space while still producing a wide range of fruits. Multi-variety grafted trees also often start fruiting faster, as grafted scions from mature trees grow more quickly than seedlings. Check the thickness of the stem. It is strong and healthy, supporting good growth. This first graft is on a side branch, and it's an early variety of peach. Early peaches bear fruit quickly. They ripen early and reach the market sooner. The second graft is a slightly late variety. These peaches appear later in the market, but have very good taste. If you look at the early variety, you can already see it starting to grow in spring. You can see the new green leaves. The late variety has not yet started growing. It will start about a week later, and only then will it begin flowering and fruiting. The third graft is another late variety of peaches. Both of these are bud grafts, and late varieties bear fruit later in the season. I also grafted apricots. One graft is larger and another is smaller. The smaller one has grown less because it was grafted later. Then there are almond grafts. 2 grafts, one grew more and the other less. You can see buds on the almond branches, indicating that fruiting will start soon. These branches are tall and growth is yet to start. Overall, on this one plant, I have grafted 4 to 5 different varieties: early peaches, late peaches, apricots, and almonds. You can see the new shoots, leaves, and upcoming flowering. Now moving on to pruning. For pruning peaches, I use certain tools and a disinfectant. First, we remove deadwood, including branches where I had tried air layering. These branches are now dried, so they must be cut. Every year before spring arrives, you need to prune deadwood. Deadwood can harbor fungus and harm the plant, so removing it is essential. I have removed almost all deadwood from the plant. Only a few small pieces remain. Next, we prune crossing branches. If one branch crosses another, it can interfere with growth, light penetration, and airflow. Even if the branch is large, if it crosses another branch, it needs to be cut. For this, I use a saw. Make sure the cut is perfect, smooth, and disinfected. Proper tools are crucial for a clean cut, which helps the plant heal well. A proper cut ensures that the plant stays healthy. Since it is spring season and there may be rains, pruning must be done carefully to prevent fungal infection. This branch is not a fruiting branch. There isn't a single flower on it, so we can call this a water sprouting branch, which is the largest and has grown quickly. Now this branch is going to be cut. Although it has grafts, I'm cutting it because these branches are disturbing the canopy at the back. This branch is not growing straight upward, it is growing sideways. That's why I'm cutting it. Next, the upper back grafting branch also needs to be cut. I will cut it as well. I'm showing this step by step in the video so you can see how I prune my peach plant, what tools I use, how to make cuts, and when to prune. For peaches, pruning is done only once a year, so it must be done properly at that time. After making the cut, I also apply a disinfectant. This is important to prevent fungus or infections on the wounds caused by pruning. I'm applying it properly on the cut areas to protect the plant. Now, moving on to the next branch, you can see that this branch is different in size and shape, so it also needs to be cut. Its shape is slightly irregular and it is crossing another branch above. This branch is a water-sprouting branch. It has no flowers, only growth. It is also crossing a branch that does have flowers, so removing it is very important. Even though it is a large branch, it must be cut from the base with a perfect cut to prevent interference with the flowering branch. The cutting saw I am using is good, but since the branch is thick, it takes a little longer. You can see the cut is clean and neat, and I have applied disinfectant to prevent fungus, pests, or other infections. Now, if you look at the plant, it looks healthier and better than before. This was a simple demonstration of pruning. Next comes the lower shoots, which need to be pruned a week or two after spring arrives. During spring, there are many new shoots and you need to cut them quickly so that nutrients are not wasted. So this is a simple method of pruning peaches that I have shown you. If you follow this every year, your peach plant will grow better and give higher production. The timing of grafting is very important for a high success rate. For most peach varieties, the best time is late winter to early spring, when the plant is coming out of dormancy and the sap flow begins. This helps the scion and rootstock join quickly and grow successfully. In some cases, especially for tea budding, grafting can be done in summer, when the bark slips easily and buds are active. Choosing the right season ensures optimal sap flow and temperature, which are crucial for the healing of the graft and the growth of a strong, healthy multi-variety peach tree. Grafting methods suitable for multi-variety trees. When grafting multiple peach varieties onto a single tree, choosing the right grafting method is essential for success. One commonly used method is whip and tongue grafting. This method works best on young rootstocks with stems similar in diameter to the scion. It provides a strong connection between scion and rootstock and has a high success rate, making it suitable for beginners and professionals alike. Another effective method is cleft grafting, which is especially useful when inserting multiple scions on the same rootstock. In this technique, the rootstock is split and scions are carefully inserted into the cleft. It allows several varieties to grow from one rootstock, making it ideal for multi-variety trees. Side grafting is another option. Here, scions are attached to the side of the rootstock without cutting it completely. This method is helpful when the rootstock is larger than the scion or when adding new varieties to an established tree. Finally, tea budding or shield budding is commonly used during summer. Only a single bud is grafted into the rootstock, but it can be repeated from multiple varieties. This method is efficient, requires less plant material, and works well for controlled multivariety grafting. Using the appropriate method ensures strong, healthy growth and increases the success rate of multivariety peach trees. Tools required for multivariety peach grafting. Using the right tools is essential for successful multivariety peach grafting. The most important tool is a sharp grafting knife, which allows you to make clean, precise cuts on both the scion and the rootstock. Clean cuts are crucial because they help the cambium layers of the scion and rootstock join properly, increasing the chances of a successful graft. Pruning shears are another essential tool. They are used to remove unwanted branches, trim scions to the correct size, and prepare the rootstock for grafting. Properly sized and trimmed scions make the grafting process easier and more effective. After joining the scion and rootstock, it is important to secure the graft. This can be done using grafting tape or rubber strips, which hold the scion tightly in place and prevent it from moving or drying out. To protect the grafted area, grafting wax or clay is applied to seal the cuts. This prevents moisture loss, infection, and damage from pests. Finally, Always clean your tools with alcohol or sanitizer before and after grafting. Sterilizing tools helps prevent the spread of diseases or fungi that could damage your grafted tree. Proper tools and cleanliness significantly improve the success rate of multi-variety grafting. Also, if you subscribe to the channel, I will make more videos showing how to do grafting on peaches, step by step, so you can learn more techniques.